Hey. Alright, so here's a big one. Castlevania Bloodlines on the Retron 5 for the Sega Genesis. I got this game complete for 50 bucks 2 years ago. Actually, my girlfriend found it for me at a Second and Charles store, which is a huge book, music, and game store. It was about retail back then. Now the thing goes for around 100 bucks. There's even I've got the plastic case version. There's a cardboard box version as well. And this is a phenomenal game. This came out in '94, and by this time the Super Nintendo was out and really dominating the Genesis in sales. But this is really around the time Konami started bringing their games out. It's why Konami's games are worth so much on the Genesis. The Hyperstone Heist is about 100 bucks. Contra Hard Corps, which the same guys that worked on this actually made Contra Hard Corps as well. Speaking of those guys, a couple of interesting guys. So first of all, you've got Shinichiro Shimamura. Okay. And he actually worked on several Castlevania games. He worked on Symphony of the Night. Interestingly enough, no one who worked on the NES or Super NES Castlevania games worked on Castlevania Bloodlines. Is there an easy mode? There is, but I'm gonna have to put it on easy because I don't want this to be a 5-minute video. I've not played this game in a long time, and I have no problem playing a game on easy mode. Alright, so here we go. You've also got Tamekazu Kirita, and he worked on some interesting games. I'm gonna play as Eric. He worked on Shadow of the Colossus. He also worked on Snatcher, Wild Arms 4, and of course, as I said, Contra Hard Corps. And I'm going to say something. Most people would say that Super Castlevania 4 is better than Castlevania Hardline. I said Castlevania Hardline, wow. Castlevania Bloodlines, yes. I'm talking about... Can I kill this thing up here? As you can see, I haven't played this. There's just a skull like floating there. It's weird. I've never noticed that before. Maybe I've never played this. I've been talking about Contra Hard Corps too much. But I'll say this. I think this is better. Much better than Castlevania 4. And the main reason why is because I felt like, first of all, I felt like Super Castlevania 4 was kind of a slow game. And what they did with the whip mechanics, where... I can't remember which button uses my special. What they did with the whip mechanics in terms of having to Indiana Jones the damn thing and use it as an object as a platforming object, essentially, where you could grab onto stuff and swing from it. I hated that. And I don't think they've used that, at least to my knowledge, in any other Castlevania game, so that kind of lets you know what happened there. And it's interesting how in a lot of these Castlevania games, they pretty much remade... Wake up. The first level from the original Castlevania. No pork chop, though. And it's funny, too, because they have to use... It's funny, too, because it looks like you can smack that wall, so that's probably a little joke they included. I would have been okay with them just completely remaking the original Castlevania, which, I mean, let's be honest, that's still the greatest Castlevania ever. I know people are going to say, well, Symphony of the Night. Yes, Symphony of the Night is unbelievable, but I'm one of these guys, I just feel like the original, if it's really good, sometimes you have original games that aren't that good, and so the sequels can certainly make it better, but the original is such an incredible game. It's better than Symphony of the Night, just because without that game, Symphony of the Night doesn't exist. Now, where do I rank the Castlevanias? I haven't played every single Castle game ever. I am not a fan of the Lord of Shadows games. I don't think they're very good. I think the fact that Oh, I'm really sucking right now. I'm glad I put it on easy. I think the fact that the first... Oh, man, I should have kept the boomerang. The first Lord of Shadow games got pretty good reviews. Ah, speak of the devil. I'll take that back. I think that's pretty insulting because it's nothing like Castlevania. It shouldn't be called Castlevania. It sucks. I mean, it's not that horrible, but as far as Castlevania goes, it is. This boss is pretty tough. I've got all the, as far as the Castlevania games I've got them all on the, do I need to kill this dude some more? I've got them all on the NES, all 3 NES games. Of course, Simon's Quest is considered just an abomination. I had a lot of fun with that. I beat that game. I think Nintendo Power did well, that might not be too bad. Oh, that's different. I was expecting the, it's been a long time since I played this. Wow. I don't remember any of the weapons. But I think Nintendo Power did a walkthrough on that, so I used that to play through, because it's not that hard of a game once you know what you're doing. And I'm not a big fan of Dracula's Curse either. I've just never felt that one. It's really cool. It's got some great effects, some really cool stuff that they did, but just not a huge fan of it. I've got Super Castlevania 4. I do not have Dracula X. Would love to have it, but I don't. I've got it on the Wii U. Oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked right now. I've got it on the Wii U Virtual Console, and I understand it's valuable. It was very uncommon, but that is not a great Castlevania game. I don't care what anybody says. I'm just picking up weapons. Pretty much everything I can get at this point. I may as well. I cannot believe I just walked around. I don't think that hit me. Maybe it did. I don't know. I think the farthest I've ever gotten on this is the 5th level. I don't know if that blood hurts you or not. I haven't played this game that much. Oh. As far as difficulty goes, the ones that I've played, they're all pretty damn tough. The other ones, I don't know if I mentioned, I have all the DS games. I've got Mirrors of Fate, I think it's called, on the... I forgot about that thing. I don't know if I want to mess with this guy or not. I guess I do. I've got that on the 3DS. Which, that's a pretty fun game. It's Castlevania-y. It doesn't really look like Castlevania, but... it kind of feels like Castlevania. Oh no, oh no, oh no, that's the end of me. Well, now I get to come back. Hope I get to start up that staircase. I do. Convenient way to die. So I'm going to try this again. What else do I have? I think that's all the Castlevanias I have. I do not actually have Symphony of the Night because I don't collect PlayStation stuff. I've had it a couple times, and basically anytime I get PlayStation stuff, I'll trade it or sell it for more games. It's nothing against... I think this part sucks, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Okay, I guess that wasn't that bad, unless there's more to it. This guy was so much more mellow in the original Castlevania. Also, it really looks like I'm about to just fall right through here, doesn't it? It's kind of strange how they did that. They really should have moved those tiles down a little bit. So yeah, I do have Symphony of the Night on the Xbox 360, Xbox Live Arcade. Which is a good port, great port. I'd actually really like to get Symphony of the Night on the Sega Saturn. That would be really cool. Now let's hope that I can kill this boss. See, what's cool about this is... Oh, am I out of power-up things? I guess not. Am I hitting this dude? So, I just really want to keep these guys far away if I can. Okay, he's going back for his... Oh, no. I don't know if I trust this guy. I'm making it look easy, not because I'm good, but because I'm horrible, and yet I'm still killing this guy, but I do have it on easy mode. I would take, I believe, a lot more damage if I was playing this on a standard mode. And again, this is like level 2, so it gets significantly more difficult very quickly. So anyways, if I'm rating the Castlevanias, I still put the first Castlevania at number 1. After that, I'm putting Castlevania Symphony of the Night because it is just incredible. And after that, I think it's open to interpretation, but I would probably put Castlevania Bloodlines at number 3, and I know that's not going to be a popular choice. I know a lot of people are going to sit there and say, no, you have to put... or was that level 1? That may have been level 1, actually. Yeah, that was okay, that was level 1. I guess I fought 2 bosses, okay. I know that's not popular. I know a lot of people want to put... This is an effect they used in Rocket Knight Adventures, even though none of the guys that worked on this worked on Rocket Knight Adventures, so that's kind of interesting. Makes you wonder. Oh, don't fall in the water and die. Leave me alone, Minotaur. But a lot of people will put Dracula X very high. I've got it, like I said, I've played it. It's not like I haven't played it. I've never played it on original hardware. I've played it on the Wii U via Virtual Console, but that doesn't matter. I don't think it's that good of a Castlevania game. I really don't. And Super Castlevania 4, again, if they didn't have the platforming mechanics that they had, it'd be a lot higher on the list because it is a really cool game. I'd probably put it... I might actually put it at number 4, though. I'd definitely put it ahead of Dracula X. Oh, I forgot. You gotta keep moving on this one. Some people may say, well, you're not fit to compare these unless you've beat them all, but, I mean, come on. You think that every top 10 list or whatever people have played and beat every single game? You pretty much know after the first couple levels how good a game is. You pretty much know where it's heading. And I actually think the longer you play a game, oh no, I'm sucking right now, the more likely you are of hating it. And if you've never played Haunted Castle, that's actually where Castlevania came from. An arcade game. And I was shocked when I saw that in the arcade because, you know, back then we didn't know. Nowadays you can Google Castlevania and probably get on Wikipedia and find out where the hell it came from. That was a bad move right there. I think this is the level where you have to fight a bunch of effing bosses. This might be the end of the review. I'm 11:45 in. Yeah, I think this is where I have to fight a bunch of bosses, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's something to killing this guy quickly. The water's rising, that's what it is. Okay. I remember now. And look at the, I love the blues that they used in the background. Please don't kill me. I'm struggling enough as it is. What is this thing? Oh, shit, I'll take that. I just picked up that axe. I just literally said, I'll take that. And then this boss, I have to remember how to beat him. Oh, okay. Not the greatest sound effect to use for killing a boss. I'm not going to make it through this, I think. So this guy, do you just duck? Nope, you don't duck. You just have to pull back. So let me try it one more time. If only I had the life. But, you know, Konami's games on the Genesis are very, very interesting in that they really feel more advanced than anything else. Like, they put more time and effort into it. And I think that's the one thing that really hurt the Genesis. Well, I guess I need the axe now. Is that a lot of the games felt very budgety, and the Super Nintendo didn't have a lot of games like that. They really felt like, I'd let that guy jump right on top of me. Did it again, I walked right into him. Oh, I'm almost dead. Look at this. Look how horrible I am. Okay, so now I have to somehow kill this dude. I just gotta stay away from this guy. I don't know that he's the last boss in this area either. Oh no. Yep. I meant to jump and I threw my axe instead. So this is a good time to stop because I'm gonna... Oh, well, game over anyways. But hey, I didn't get that far. I've gotten farther than that. Regardless, Castlevania Bloodlines is an outstanding game. Incredible adventure or action game. It's pretty lengthy. It's exactly what you'd expect from a Castlevania game. They just don't really make them like they used to, and yeah, they're still pumping out Castlevanias. I don't know if we're ever going to see another legitimate Castlevania game. We may see a remake or something. A remake of the original Castlevania would be cool, as long as they didn't do it in 3D. I hate it when they remake them in 3D. It'd be cool if they just added a lot more animation and visual effects and stuff. Like this. Look how amazing this is. Look at all those layers of parallax scrolling. It's unbelievable how that looks. I love how Simon Belmont looks exactly like he did on the NES cover as well, which is cool. Just what an artistic game this is, and for that reason, Castlevania Bloodlines on the Sega Genesis, one of the top 10 games on the console, easily scoring a 9.5 out of 10 and damn near hitting it.